Bloom, Nick Denlinger, and Jamie Wilson. 4 seniors you see right there in the starting lineup. O.J. Frelick, the lone junior, so this is going to be some holes to fill next year. Now let's go to the Co-Hawks, coached by Brent Boss. The backcourt, Seamus Booty, a 5'9 sophomore. Barry Smith, 5'10 senior. The front court, Mark Hickey, 6'3 freshman. Jesse Warderdorf, a 6'6 freshman. So 2 freshmen there at the forward positions. And the post player, number 52, Eric Pavey, 6'7 junior.
If we look at some action around the league, last night we see Simpson with a 90-71 win over Buena Vista. Dubuque 81, Central 79. William Penn 80, Co 58. So Co coming in with a loss. Luther 55, Cornell 50, and Upper Iowa 96 and Loras 85 rounds out last night's action in the conference. As we said before, Simpson and Buena Vista on top of the conference was a 13-2 record.
That's right, and we split the season series then with Simpson. Of course, over January, many of us were gone. I didn't get a chance to see it, but O.J. Frelick hit a last-second shot at the buzzer. Really dramatic. I guess everybody was in the stands, ran onto the floor. O.J.'s dad ran onto the floor, and last night, Simpson got the better end of it, winning it 90-71. Buena Vista wearing its home gold uniforms. Co visiting team wearing its white uniforms.
It's going to be important tonight that we see BB come on early and quick, make sure that you can maybe build up a 10-15 point lead right off the bat, especially coming after that loss last night at Simpson. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond in the first couple minutes.
Exactly, and there's no reason why they shouldn't come out aggressively tonight. As we mentioned at the top of the show, aggressive play is one of the keys. Last night I felt both the men and the women were outplayed aggressively by Simpson. And last night, the shots weren't falling for Buena Vista, as we mentioned, 30% shooting, a season low. And when the outside shots aren't falling, it makes it really difficult for the Beavers. They don't really have an inside scoring threat. Jamie Wilson, an excellent rebounder in the conference, but not really the inside scoring threat. So Nick Denlinger, basically, who's also an outside player, has got to shoulder most of the inside scoring load. Buena Vista coached by Brian Van Haften, the 1997 Coach of the Year in the Iowa Conference. Co-coached by Brent Boss, assistant coach Mark Neatland. And Co is based out of Cedar Rapids, I believe. So, again, Co and Cornell adding to the eastern balanced side of the conference, if you will.
Eastern part of the state, if you will. As far as location, we could use a couple more teams over here in the west part of the state. I'm sure when teams see Buena Vista on the schedule, they say, uh-oh, long bus trip.
Jamie Wilson will tip along with Eric Pavey. And we're ready to get this thing underway. Parents' Day 1998 along with Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Co gets the tip. And right away, Buena Vista settles into their tough man-to-man. Top of the key, Mark Hickey's got it. Oh, nice lob pass inside to number 42, Jesse Warderdorf.
You see the University of Iowa run that play a lot. You see them where they run over the top. So nice job there by Cole running that play.
That's 2 freshmen with a pass in the bucket right there. So again, this is a young team for Co. They only start 1 senior. O.J. Frelick passed to Schmalback for 3. No good. Schmally was off last night and misses his first shot tonight. So if you just joined us, 19:18 to go, Co, 2-0 lead on a Jesse Wardorf lob pass from Mark Hickey. Shannis Booty guarded closely by Schmalback, now inside, and Wardorf working on Dentlinger, passes back out, and 15 to go on the shot clock. 3-pointer by Booty, no good.
Just short Schmalback with the rebound. Brian looking to push it up.
Schmalback to Dentlinger. He'll shoot that shot. Nick Dentlinger is not afraid to put it up from anywhere on the floor. You got to be on him no matter where he's at.
Dentlinger a good 3-4 feet behind the three-point line, still putting it up.
Co, patient to start off, intercepted by Dentlinger. So Buena Vista 3-on-2 break. Dentlinger leading it. Pass to Schmalback. Oh, Schmalback misses a layup. Brian Schmalback couldn't get the one to fall, so Buena Vista blows, and 3-on-2 fast break opportunity right there. Co still up 2-0.
Nice job.
Got a hand in.
Yeah, nice job there by Nick getting his hand in there, trying to cause a turnover. BB still looking to push it up.
Nick Dentlinger driving down the lane, puts up the shot. Tough shot by Nick Dentlinger.
Fouls his own shot. Nice job by Nick. They're going to say Nick was out of bounds on that one. So when he went to save the ball, he couldn't save that quite right.
I think he stepped out of bounds. Kelly Miracle has got some members of the halftime show, BB Starlets. The guys will be performing with the girls tonight, and we saw that in the halftime of the women's game. They'll be also during the halftime of the men's game. She's talking to him right now. Let's go downstairs to Kelly.
Special members of the drill team, and they're doing a special routine that they've already performed for the women's halftime, and I think they're going to do it again. We'll have them introduce themselves.
I'm Nick Milvanko. I'm Brian Neiman. I'm Josh Carsons.
Now, have you guys had a lot of fun doing this routine?
Immense fun. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, it's been a good time.
Do any of you have any professional dance aspirations?
None of us except for Josh. I'd like to go on and become a professional dancer sometime in the rest of my life. That's what his major is, dance. So besides him, he's pretty much taught us everything we know. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'd like to wish you guys good luck again at the second half. So.
There's one thing I'd like to say. The only reason we do this is to make the girls look good. So, good luck.
Well, you heard it here first. Back to Brent and Scott.
Okay, thanks a lot, Kelly Miracle, for the floor report against Nick Dalvenko, Josh Karstens, and Brian Neiman down there. And those guys having a lot of fun tonight. Let's catch up on what you missed during that floor report. Right now, your score is 6-3, Co. And number 20, Barry Smith, had a breakaway layup. O.J. Freilich had a three-pointer on the other end. And that was Buena Vista's first 3 points of the game. Checking in off the bench right now is Nate Bjorken for Brian Schmalbeck.
Jamie Wilson trying to make a tough pass in there to Nick Dentlinger. It's kind of one of those tricky passes, but BB lucky enough to retain the ball.
O.J. Freilich calling the play. Behind the basket, Buena Vista will have 26 seconds to shoot it. And gets the ball into the release, Nate Bjorken. Nick Dentlinger, who had 26 points last night to lead the Beavers, passes to Bjorken. Trying to get the ball inside to Wilson, guarded closely by Callahan.
Looking to try to set the offense back up. They got 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
O.J. Freilich sets the pick from Wilson.
Nice move.
Drives inside. O.J. Freilich. O.J. Great off the dribble. That's tough to stop. And you'll see that all night long, setting picks for Freilich up top. And Buena Vista is close to within one, Brent.
That was amazing. He just took a move to the right. The guy never moved with him, went back to the left. And
Dentlinger ahead and is picked off by Hickey. Mark Hickey ahead and gets it to Barry Smith. So
that's twice they ran that same alley-oop play. I don't know if that's something we'll probably see a couple times throughout the rest of the evening.
Both times it was Mark Hickey on the pass. So even though he's the kid's a forward, he's got great ball handling skills and can dish it well.
Right now we got the score 8-5 with Co up with 15:50 to go.
O.J. Freilich dribbling, creating the open shot for Dentlinger, no good. Co clears it. This Co team looking good so far, up by 3 points. And a chance to build on it. Three-pointer by Heslinga. Andrew Heslinga, who is shooting, shooting over 40% on the season from three-point land. That was one of the keys at the start of the game. That is his 60th three-pointer of the season. So he is shooting over 40% clip from three-point land. Also watch Barry Smith, too. Those two guys are not afraid to put up the three-pointers. And both the leading scorers on this co-team averaging 14 points a game. So timeout on the floor. Coach Van Hatten wants to talk it over.
Coach Van Hatten
down by 6.
Not wanting this thing to get out of hand right here. We see the score's already 11-5. He wants to settle his troops down a little bit, say, hey, this is our home court, and we want to make sure that we have an opportunity to stay in this game. So that was a smart timeout by him.
Okay, and checking into the game, Nick Winters and Brian Fisher, also Nolan Stribe. So Winters and Stribe, both freshmen. Fisher, the junior, checking in. Co with light pressure, and Bjorken having a little bit of trouble. Now gets it in to Stribe, baseline, trap to Freilich, passes up the open three. Freilich now takes the three-pointer, no good. And Co will have it.
Co did a nice job there on the defensive end. putting a lot of pressure on Bjork and the ball handler and making him dribble all over the court.
And one player we've yet to see is Landon Roth. He's usually one of the first people to check in off the bench.
Right now I see Landon sitting at the scorer's table, so I'm sure we'll see him in real quick.
Nate Bjorken gets the board and up quickly. Picked off by Heslinga. Now Coe's breaking 2-on-2. Dish is off. Nice pass. Kept the basket and the foul. Goff Dummerlin, the junior from Burlington, Iowa, gets the basket to fall. And Coe is up 13-5 with a chance to add one more point on a three-point play. Coe doing an excellent job so far of running the break, making great decisions, finding the open man.
Coe coming out fired up here in the first half. Guess don't have any troubles with that long bus trip. They're coming in, like we said, they're up already by 8 and looking to maybe go up possibly by 9. So once again, I think that their conference record might be a little deceiving. We saw that they were something like 6-9, and I think that's probably a deceiving mark because they seem to be a quality team.
Coe right now 6-7 in the conference, just 1-6 away from home. So not a good road team, but you wouldn't know it by how they performed so far tonight. Up 14-5 as the free throw was made. So Buena Vista down 9, 14:40 to go first half. Landon Roth now checked into the game, and Nolan Stribe is fouled. Nate Bjork calling out the play. Roth to inbounds. Landon Roth sporting a new haircut. I could hardly recognize him when I saw him check in. Bjorken into Winners. Over to Roth. 26 to go on the shot clock. Roth, tough shot. Gets fouled. He'll be on the line.
Nice job there by Landon, still getting that shot up in what they typically call a coffin corner and able to get the foul. So Landon here with a 1-on-1 opportunity.
On the season, Landon Roth is a 46% free throw shooter.
Puts in the first one.
Checking in for Coe, number 50, Craig Bryce. In for number 35, Byron Callahan. And the Coe men are another deep team. They have 13 players that average over 10 minutes a game. So Coe even deeper than Buena Vista, who will play 10 players a game.
That should help Coe here on the road, being able to go deep into your bench and get a lot of different players some good playing time.
Especially against the press, as you saw right there, the 2-2-1 full court pressure. As Buena Vista down by 7. And three-pointer, Heslinga pass up to 3. Stimmel over to Bryce. Bryce no good. Landon Roth comes out there at the board. Landon Roth taking it strong, and he's fouled.
So Landon, nice job there of going up, getting the board, and taking it down there and trying to create something and picking up the foul.
Landon Roth does a great job of creating shots for himself and getting on the line. Nate Bjorken nowhere to go. Gets it into Roth. Landon, 15-footer, no go, got it to fall.
That makes the score 14-9. Coe with the lead.
Lando knocks down a tough shot, the hand in his face at the free throw line. Maybe gives Buena Vista some life here.
Buena Vista sticking with man-to-man defense.
Oh, nice block inside by Fisher. Came out of nowhere to get that one. So Buena Vista gets the board. Bjorken might have partially blocked that second shot there.
Nice board there by Nick Winters.
Foul away from the ball. Going to be against Buena Vista. They call an offensive foul on
John Fish. He was trying to get Brian Fisher. Brian Fisher trying to get offensive position and just was trying a little bit too hard.
That's Fisher's first foul of the game. He'll check out, and re-entering the game will be Jamie Wilson, who got a short rest. Heslinga wants it guarded by Bjorken. Now over to Pavey. Foul away from the ball. This time it's going to be on Coe. So 2 offensive fouls in the last 2 possessions. Coe is going to have 3 new players checking in. Byron Callahan, Geoff Dummoulin, and Jesse Wardendorf re-entered the game for the Cohawks. Buena Vista down by 5. 13 minutes to go, first half. Co has come in here and played well from the get-go.
Nice job there by Wilson being able to hang on to the ball.
Wilson looking inside for Winters. Winters wheeling, puts up the shot off the glass, got it. Nick Winters, his first field goal of the ball game.
Nice job by Winters, creating something on the inside there, taking the inside ball, creating some position, moving his guy back, and getting an easy layup.
Buena Vista now to within 3. Three-pointer on the way. Smith, no good. Winters, nice board. And Wilson couldn't control it. So here comes Booty over to Smith, Barry Smith.
Winters with a nice job again that board, but as he was falling backwards, just had to throw the ball away, and Wilson was unable to hang on to it. Cole being very patient on the offensive side of the ball. They still have 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Brandon Bowers knocks down the shot. That's Byron Callahan.
Making the score 16-11. Co with the lead.
Co up by 5. They've had the lead
throughout most of the game.
The whole game. I don't think Buena Vista's ever led it. Jamie Wilson, 15-foot baseline shot, got it. Wilson knocks it down. Jamie Wilson has shown he could shoot the outside shot. He hit a three-pointer in last night's game. Wilson, nice defense, gets a steal.
Good hustle there by BV on the defensive end.
Jamie Wilson just stepped in front of the passing lane that time, knocked it away from Wardendorf. Three-pointer by Roth, no good. Coe's got a man breaking. It's Andrew Heslinga ahead of the pack, misses a layup. Heslinga blows the easy layup, so we've seen both teams do that. Schmelbeck did it earlier in the game. Bjorken throws it away. Again, Coe ahead 16-13, 11 minutes, 9 seconds to go, first half. And Coach Van Afton signals for a timeout.
Both teams kind of playing out of control there, going back and forth. Just a 20-second timeout, just try to regroup for both teams, trying to get their strategy back in there. What we were talking about earlier about keys of victory, BV playing aggressive on the end, and they're doing a nice job of playing aggressive defense, creating some turnovers and taking the ball down the other side to create some offensive opportunities.
Buena Vista trying to bounce back from a 90-71 loss last night in Indianola. So Coe will inbounds. They'll have a full 30 to shoot this time. Booty over to Smith. Smith working on Aaron Bloom, gets a pick, but can't take advantage of it. 14 to go on the shot clock. Brian Schmalbeck now into the game for Bjorken.
Shot clock under 10.
Shot on the way by Booty, no good. Rebounded by O.J. Freilich. Beavers down by 3, can pull to within a tie with a three-pointer. Nick Dentlinger working underneath, blocked by Callahan. So Dentlinger is blocked.
Right now we're seeing pretty physical play out of both teams on the inside.
Jesse Wardendorf shoots it over Jamie Wilson. He's played a great game so far. Had a couple good layups on nice passes.
Good pass outside to Bloom.
Go up by 5. Brian Schmalbeck for 3. Got it. Brian Schmalbeck hits a three-pointer. Pulls Buena Vista to within 2, 18-16. We are at the 10-minute mark to go here in the first half. So Schmalbeck so far 1 for 2 from downtown. Barry Smith for 3, no good.
Bloom with the rebound.
Aaron Bloom, numbers are not there, so he will slow it up wisely. Nick Dentlinger, oh, he can't pass that one up, Brent. Oh, jeez. Nick hits a 24-footer.
And just like that, that puts BV up on top by 1, 19-18 with 9:35 to go in the first half.
So consecutive threes by Schmalbeck and Dentlinger. Paul beat Buena Vista ahead for the first time tonight. Barry Smith working against Bloom over to Booty. Now down inside, and Coe will keep it. Checking in for the Cohawks, Eric Pavey, who started the game, will check in for number 35, Byron Callahan, who has played a pretty good game so far. He rejected Dentlinger earlier. Shot on the way by Wardendorf, good.
Wide open down in the paint. I think there was a blown assignment there on the defense.
And Wardendorf, I believe, leads Coe with 6 points here early. Denlinger passes to Wilson. Wilson draws a foul on Mark Hickey.
Nice job of Nick there, driving the paint, trying to create something to happen. And
Coe just substituting players right and left. Sean Stimmel checks in for Seamus Booty. O.J. Fralick to inbound, so a full 35. Aaron Bloom working inside, draws a foul. Aaron Bloom, we'll have to keep an eye on him. He needs 15 points. Oh, excuse me, he needs 55 points to get 1,000 points for his career. He stands at 945 points so far for his career, and averaging about 17 points in the season for Buena Vista. Second in scoring only to Nick Denlinger as he misses that first free throw. And this can tie the game right here at 20 if he makes it. No good. So Bloomer misses both free throws. Buena Vista down by 1 with 9 minutes to play in first half.
Buena Vista sticking to a tight man-to-man defense, trying to cut off any inside passing lanes.
And Bloom ties it up, so possession pointing toward the Beavers. We'll get it back.
Good job by Bloom to tie that one up and have it go to jump on. Is in BV's position.
Play called out for Denlinger. Oh, nice pass. Yeah, but Schmalbeck throws it away looking for Bloom. And Brian Schmalbeck talking to Bloom. A little miscommunication. I think Schmalbeck thought he was going to be in a different spot in the floor. Again, substitution for Coe. It's number 45, Mason Kuhn, checking in. Brian Schmalbeck guarding Stimmel. Now they get down low to Kuhn, who just checked in. So Mason Kuhn just checking into the game, making his presence felt, and giving Coe a 3-point lead, 22-19, 8:17 to go, first half. Coe picking up the intensity on the defense now.
Nick working hard on the inside.
Nick is fouled by Mason Kuhn. Right now we're going to go downstairs to Kelly Miracle, who has got another floor report for us. Kelly.
Thanks, Brent and Scott. I'm here with Charlie Plath, who's a member of the BV men's tennis team, and I hear you had a meet today up in Orange City. How did it go?
No, we won 5-4. We won singles matches from Dye, from Mark, Chris Trickrath, and Aaron Soul. We had some losses. I lost 8-6. We played pro sets up to 8. You play one set up to 8. I lost 8-6, and Mark Hazelton lost a tiebreaker, the heartbreaker, and we had a couple doubles wins from Aaron Soul and him and Dye, and Mark and Chris had a couple doubles wins, and me and Corey lost one. So overall, it was a good opening match for us.
Well, I'm glad that you guys at least had some fun, and I want to wish you some good luck in the rest of your season.
Thanks a lot.
Back to you, Scott and Brent.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Kelly. Nick Denlinger working inside as we resumed play. No good, so Denlinger made the first free throw, missed the second one. Aaron Bloom came out the rebound, and Denlinger missed an opportunity for what would have been a 3-point trip. So Buena Vista down 22-20, under 8 minutes to go first half. Coe gets it to Kuhn. Mason Kuhn off the bench.
Just doing excellent job coming off the bench. Once again, they're continuing the tradition of rotating people in and out.
2 quick baskets for Mason Kuhn. And Dana Seifer is now checked in for Buena Vista while we were at that break. 3 new Beavers ready to check in along with 1 Coe. And the next stoppage of play. O.J. Fralick spots up for 18 feet. Got it. O.J. pulls up and hits the 18-footer. I believe O.J.'s got 6 for the game. Buena Vista still down by 2, 24-22, and Aaron Bloom is going to be whistled for the foul. He doesn't agree with it.
Bloom was fighting through a pick there and pretty much knocked his guy over there.
All right, now we have a whole host of substitutions coming in. It's going to be Landon Roth, Nick Winters, Nolan Stribe, and Nate Bjorken. And Dana Seifer will be the only player staying in the ballgame. So Cole's going to get a full 35 seconds to shoot it after the foul on Bloom, and the inbounds behind their own basket. Cole has got 2 excellent 3-point shooters, but so far Buena Vista has kept him on track We have a tie-up.
No, we're going to have Cole call timeout. He was running across the lane and he tripped, and as he picked the back to ball, he quick called a timeout. So heads up play by number 10.
Sean Stimmel, yeah, heads up. Good presence of mind when he's in a tough spot to call for the timeout. So Co up by 2, 24-22, 7 minutes to go. They had a couple of great three-point shooters, and Heslinga is one of them. They've only had one three-point shot tonight, so Buena Vista has done a good job containing their top 2 scorers and top 2 three-point shooters.
Be sure to tune in to Innovation Video to watch the only live news broadcast produced in Storm Lake, Iowa. Innovation News is a 20-minute broadcast of local and national news, weather, and sports. The newscast airs live at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, only on Innovation Video Cable Channel 3.
Back to action. Heslinga passes inside to Pavey, who gets the shot to foul. Count the basket in the foul. Chance for a three-point play for Co. Up by 4. Chance to make it 5 here in this play. Co's done a good job so far, I think, finding the open player. They've done a good passing team.
Co's done a good job coming into a hostile gym, and they've done a nice job of keeping their cool and their patience. And BV did do a little runner, but Co now has done a run of their own, and they're right now up by 4.
Co's shown a lot of poise being a young team, only one senior starter. In fact, they started 2 freshmen in the front court. Landon Roth in a tough spot, just had to put that one up and airballed it. Stimmo over to Hickey, and he's going to be fouled by Landon Roth, charged with a blocking foul. Cole's very active, I think, in the half-court set. They're a good half-court team.
They keep things moving, which is real important for any offensive team. They always have players moving and setting screens and picks. And Landon Roth there picked up the number 6 team foul for BV.
So the next one will put Co in the 1-and-1. So both teams will then have 7 fouls from here on out. Nice drive by Heslinga, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Seifer.
Bjorken trying to push up the ball, looking for an open man.
Nolan Stribe with a driving baseline. Dishes off to Seifer. Sets it up for Nate Bjorken. Got it. Bjorken knocks down the 15-footer from the far wing to give Buena Vista to within 2. 6 minutes remaining, first half.
Cole being very patient on the offense, looking inside.
Shot by Kuhn. Kuhn's got it right now, guarded by Winters. Over to Stimmel, inside to Pavey, no good. And loose ball rebound to Buena Vista.
Good hustle there by Nick Winters to cause that to happen, BV ball. We got a score of 26-24 with 5:43 left in the first half.
Co leads it, they've led it throughout much of the game. Buena Vista had a brief lead at 20-19, but that's been it. So give Co credit coming in here, being the underdog and playing tough after a tough loss last night for Buena Vista, trying to rebound. We thought they would come out aggressive tonight. And so far, Co has been the more aggressive team, making better decisions. Landon Roth working, spinning down the baseline, puts up the shot, no good, gets his own board.
Nice job by Landon, nice job, good hustle on the inside, getting his own offensive board and putting it back in.
Oh, rejected by Nick Winters.
And BV ball. Nice job there by Nick, good hustle.
Great job by Nick Winters. We're tied right now. That shot by Roth tied it at 26. 5:06 to go, first half. That's what Landon Roth gives this team. He creates off the dribble. He puts up some awfully wild shots, but that time he kept on it with the offensive boards, fouled his own shot, and it paid off for him with the putback. Inside at Dentlinger, who's been contained nicely by a combination of Kuhn and Pavey. Nick Dentlinger has not been able to get off his inside shots. He's hit a couple long three-pointers.
But it looks like when Dentlinger gets the ball, they drop down 2 people on him, if not 3 people, to make sure he doesn't get anything on the inside boards. And I think Dentlinger was looking for a foul on that last one.
Tie ball game, 4:48 to go, first half. Nate Bjorken is now in there for Schmalbeck. And Landon just about came up with a steal there. Andrew Heslinga, nice shot by Heslinga. Puts in the baseline shot. So Co now leads it 28-26. 4:30 to go first half. Landon Ross got it near wing, inside to Dentlinger. Dentlinger is He's got 3 people collapsing down in him every time he gets the ball, and he throws it away right there. It's Barry Smith ahead of the pack, misses a layup. Smith that time.
Big rebound there by Coe to get a second chance. Ooh.
Andrew Hesliga, he's a bomber from downtown. That time he missed it. Buena Vista down by 2, can possibly take the lead here with a 3-point shot. Under 4 minutes to go first half. Landon Roth gets in trouble and turns it over, so 2 straight turnovers. Let's see if Coe can't take advantage. Last time they couldn't. Barry Smith, 3-pointer. Got it. Barry Smith, 5'10 senior, knocks down the tray, giving Coe a 5-point lead, and Coach Van Haften calls timeout.
I think that was a wise choice there by Coach Van Haften. We saw BB run up twice, make 2 turnovers, not playing real heads-up basketball there, so it's Coach Van Haften decided to settle down his troops a little bit and make sure they have the right perspective.
Well, after a 10-year absence, the No Format Show returns to Innovation Video. The No Format Show brings you a neat combination of top-notch entertainment every week. Every show promises to be different, featuring Buena Vista students. It also has cartoons and other features pulled from Innovation Video's vast archive. So drop whatever you're doing and watch the No Format Show Mondays at 8:30 and Saturdays at 6:30. Innovation Video, cable channel 3.
Right now, let's set the stage. We have Coe up by 31-26 with 3:43 to go in the first half. I think it's going to be BB's ball.
Now, Buena Vista's in the 1-and-1 because Coe has 7 fouls. Buena Vista still has 1 before Coe gets in the 1-and-1. They're standing at 6 fouls. So,
fouls not playing actually a real big aspect so far, I don't think, in the game. Both teams playing pretty fair on each side of the hoop.
Possession arrow pointing toward Coe. Buena Vista with it, down by 5. Brian Schmalbeck is checked back in for Bjorken. Nice left. Oh! O.J. Freilich found a look for Aaron Bloom, and I bet that one is drawn up in the huddle by Van Haften.
BV giving Coe some of its own medicine on that one.
Aaron Bloom, nice backdoor cut for the lay-in. Good luck from O.J. Freilich. Heslick inside.
Hey, Coe trying to do the same thing right back to BV.
They couldn't make it. That was Mason Kuhn who just couldn't get it off. Schmalbeck for 3. Got it. Brian Schmalbeck, the 3-point shot. And we have a tie game, 31-31. 3 minutes to go first half.
Big basket there by Schmalbeck to pull the team within a tie.
Buena Vista on a 5-0 run here. A nice pass from Freilich inside to Bloom. Schmalbeck with the 3-pointer moments ago. Jesse Wardendorf gets inside for 2. And he was double teamed. Coe has done a good job getting their inside shots to fall. Loose ball going to be toward Buena Vista. We'll get it back down by 2. Coe has done a good job getting points in the paint.
Coe's also done a good job of shutting down Nick in the paint. They're making sure he's not getting anything down low. Nick maybe have to go back out to the outside.
Watch, if he tries to drive inside, he'll have 3 guys collapse on in him. Wilson, far baseline shot, no good.
I think Coe made a decision before they came in this game that they're not going to let Nick Dellinger beat him tonight.
That's probably a wise decision. Nick had 26 points in the defeat last night. He was the runner-up in the conference for MVP honors last season.
Nick was just lighting up last night. He had a couple of huge 3-pointers there from anywhere on the court, basically, for Nick as he's open. And so, big night last night for Nick at Simpson.
It wasn't enough, though. 15-footer on the way by Callahan, no good. Buena Vista clears it, down by 2. 2:12 to go first half. Denlinger, 35-footer, no good. Oh, that wasn't it was a 25-footer. Wardendorf over to Booty. Nice pass inside to Wardendorf. Jesse Wardendorf, he's in double figures. And Coe has got a 4-point lead. Under 2 minutes to play first half.
Just like that, we see a 4-point turnaround.
Aaron Bloom with it. They set the pick. He doesn't get off the 3. Jamie Wilson now over to Schmalbeck for 3. No good. Short on the play.
Like I said, that's over the back of the rim. It's automatically going to go to Coe no matter what happened there.
Coe's going to get back up by 4. 1:35 to go first half. Light pressure by Schmalbeck against Booty. And almost picked off that time by Bloomer.
Looks like Coe was hoping to slow things down a little bit. Tried to go into halftime with the lead, Still got 27 seconds left on their shot clock.
The way it stands, there's about 3 more possessions left in the game, so we'll see if Co doesn't go 2 for 1 here. They need to almost run it all the way down with 23 seconds to go. Barry Smith with it, over to Hickey. Barry Smith, nice pass over to Booty. No good, he can't make the layup, rebounded. And O.J. Freilich comes away with it.
Nice job there by Freilich, staying after the ball, making sure to get the rebound.
O.J. Freilich inside to Winters. Winters picked off, controlled by Hickey. Mark Hickey running the break. Nice pass inside. Great passing by Co.
Co is just doing an outstanding job so far in this half, and they're creating a lot of openings by how well they're passing.
Hey, Co's got a great crowd on hand tonight. They have, after section standing up, they got some people over here right next to us. Co leads it by 6, 42 seconds to go. O.J. Freilich has to get rid of it. There's nowhere to go on the baseline. Jamie Wilson now drives. Scoop shot, no good, but he's fouled. Couldn't get the scoop shot to go.
Once again, things really physical on the inside board. You see both teams crashing in hard.
It's going to be the 3rd foul on Mark Hickey. He's really the only player on either team who's in foul trouble at this point heading into the locker room. Now both teams are in the bonus, so it's a 1-and-1 from here on in. And we got 2 new substitutions for Co. Andrew Heslinger checks back in. He's a 3-point marksman, so watch number 5 on this next trip down. Also number 12, Seamus Booty checks in. So they got some ball handling and some 3-point shooting in there for the offensive possession. Jamie Wilson comes up with a board, passes over to Freilich, who over to Bloomer.
Oh, they're going to call Bloom on a travel on that one. I'm sure he doesn't agree with that, but we got 30 seconds left. We have shot clock 37-31. Shot clock is turned off.
Now, Schmalbeck applying some pressure. So shot clock's off. Co can hold for 1 if they choose to do so. And I'm sure that's what they're going to try to do here. Up by 6. So they have a chance to be up by 8 or 9 going to locker room. That'd be huge. 14 seconds to go. Co trying to get into their half-court set.
Good job of Bloom staying all over 5. I think they're trying to get the ball to him.
7 seconds to go. Shot no good. Rebounded. Oh, it's going to be off of Buena Vista to Co. So they're going to have 4 seconds to inbound behind their own basket and shoot it. And they're going to substitute here. Eric Pavey comes in, checking in for Byron Callahan. So they get some size in there. We'll see if they don't try to
have a quick dump into the inside guy and quick put up hoop. Nope, they're going outside for the 3.
Barry Smith drives inside. 14-footer, no good. And rebounded by Buena Vista. That's your half. Co has led throughout much of the game. Buena Vista only having 1 lead. And they go into the locker room leading it 37-31. And I guess we'll be back to take a look at the first half. We got some great halftime stuff coming up for you. And we're going to go to this commercial break. We'll be back in a little bit. You're watching Innovation Video Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome the Buena Vista Starlets.
Sofa, 'cause the bed's no place to sleep. Then she reached down and she kissed me, Lord, knocked me to my knees. And I knew if I was gonna get naked, I was gonna have to roll up my sleeves and keep it rolling. Love was gonna run me over if I didn't get going. She said I wanna feel the earth move under me, moving with the motion of melody. Oh, I get the blues, hear the rhythm, ain't got no
Fieldhouse right now. We have a score of Co 37 and your Buena Vista Beavers 31. We saw a Co team come on the road from Cedar Rapids. Played an impressive first half, doing a nice job of handling the BB pressure and the BB crowd. If we look at some of the past results from last night, we see that Simpson was 90, Buena Vista 71, Dubuque 81, Central 79, William Penn 80, Co 58, Luther 55, Cornell 50, and Upper Iowa 96, Loris 85. In earlier action this evening, we saw the Buena Vista women beat Co by a score of 79-60. Nice job by the BB women. Last night, both the men's and women's team traveled to Indianola to take on a tough Simpson team. They went down there, played against with a hostile crowd, a tough team, and they actually both came away with defeats that night, last night, so it's kind of disappointing. Right now we see, if we look at the conference standings, we see that Simpson and Buena Vista are tied at top of the conference with a 13-2 record. Wartburg, I'd say for most people that are watching the league, playing a surprising season with 11-5. Luther, once again, I think another surprising team in the conference, 9-6. Upper Iowa, always good, 8-7. Loris, 7-8. Co 6-9, William Penn 6-11, Dubuque coming in with a record of 5-12, Central 4-11. Central kind of having a down season this year, and Cornell new to the league with a record of 3-12. Just in a few seconds, we're going to try to get an interview set up with Coach Barry and Scott Heinley down there. But until then, what we can do is we'll review the keys to victory that we went over earlier and before the game started for the men. First of all, for BV, we told them that the men would have to forget about last night's game. Just go ahead and block that out. Play aggressive. I think that they've done a pretty good job playing aggressive, but they need to do number 3, get those defensive stops. For Co, we said that they have to continue their hot three-point shooting, which they are doing. They stay close in the first half. Actually, they're ahead first half by a score of 37-31. And right now, like we said, they're having 13 players average over 10 minutes. I think we're seeing that out of their bench. And they are a young team, but they're playing with a ton of experience. And so Co coming into Stevens Fieldhouse and not being scared of Buena Vista, which is on top of the conference. Right now we're still in the process of trying to get the Scott Heinley, Coach Barry interview set up. Until then, I'll tell you a little bit about Innovation Cinema. BBU students can tune in to Innovation Cinema every night on cable channel 13 from 7 to 11 for great movies ranging from your favorite classics to great new releases. And like we promised, we're going to have an interview with Heinley and Coach Barry. Down to Scott.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to halftime. I'm joined by Coach Janet Barry. Coach, your team came out on top. I believe it's 79-60 was the final, 19-point victory against Co. So come out on this weekend with 1 and 2 victories. How'd you feel your team played tonight? I know you're not too happy, but still, it's a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a 19-point win. I just was disappointed we didn't shoot the ball better on our home floor. We came out and shot really well right at the beginning of the game, and then we struggled. We got a lot of open looks from the three-point line, and we did hit 8 in the first half. We'd hit a record 14 on Friday night, and that's what they're giving us. Teams right now are really packing it in the zones against us, and we got to be able to hit that 3 consistently.
Yeah, 35 three-point attempts tonight, and Co was almost daring you to shoot it. I noticed that. The good thing was we held them to 35% shooting, so that kind of offset each other, I thought. And Coach, I guess I was down in Indianola last night. I want to talk about last night's game a little bit. When I came to the game, I guess we were only down by one point, and from there on it was kind of the wheels fell off.
It was, you know, Simpson, I got to give them a lot of credit. They shot the ball extremely well, and they went several trips down the floor where they didn't miss, and then we started to force some shots, and they just wouldn't go in for us. I mean, it was a matter of first half we played very, very well. We were even in foul trouble. We still maintained a 2-point lead with Brosnan and Grono on the bench, and so I felt really good coming out of the half. I really felt, you know, we were doing what we needed to do, and when the lid goes on the basket, as a coach, there's just nothing you can do about that, and their shots were dropping. They shoot 59% in the second half. We shoot 35%, and that's all you can say. And I guess I told our kids before that game, you know, this is not going to make or break our lives, you know, and we're going to go out and do the best we can. And you know, it was disappointing, obviously, but we still got a lot of games to go, and we're going to just keep trying to get better every day.
Okay, Coach, and I guess congratulations on the victory tonight. We'll see how things shake out tonight. There's a lot of big games in the conference, but probably you're going to be sitting in second place behind Simpson. And so right now Simpson is got to, you know, basically if they don't mess up here in the last, you know, final few weeks of the season, they can win it. But we still have a chance for second place and definitely hoping for an at-large bid in the Western region.
Yeah, I still feel we have definitely a shot to get into the NCAA tournament. We talked about after the game tonight, our players know we got to win the rest of our games to get in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We got to win out, and I think we're very capable of doing that. We got one really big game left, and that's going to Luther. And no, it's next week.
Oh, okay.
It's next week, and I told our players that you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I told them exactly what we needed to do, and we're going to go out and try to do that. We're going to still, you know, I told them the conference is out of our hands right now. We just got to hope other people help us out. We can't worry about that. We don't control that, but we do control getting into the NCAA tournament, and that's what we want to do.
Okay, thanks a lot, Coach Berry, on the victory tonight over Co. And we're going to take it back upstairs to Brent Johnson right now.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community, called the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
We want to see our children succeed. But setting easy goals for our kids creates the toughest obstacle they'll ever face. Because succeeding in the real world isn't easy. Help the effort to raise standards in America's public schools. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Siebens Fieldhouse. Your score at halftime, Co 37, Buena Vista 31. And just got done talking with Coach Janet Berry, and she came out to 19-point victory. Wasn't real happy with it, but nonetheless, it's a win. And it looks like the same thing is going to hold true for the men if they come out with the victory today. It's not going to be real pretty, but it's a win nonetheless. So down by 6 at halftime. What are you thinking? What did Coach tell his players at halftime, Brett?
I don't know. I think what I was thinking when we were talking to Coach Berry is that we've talked about a lot how BV is more of a second half team. They didn't really show it last night, but let's hope that some of that second half magic can show up for BV, and hopefully they can turn it around in the second half. We just got handed some stats. If we look at it, we see that from the three-point line, we took 11 attempts and only made 4. I'm sure that Coach Van Haften would like to have seen that number up as far as number of makes. And we only took 8 free throws, so we didn't get to the line as much as we probably should have.
All right, right now we have some first half highlights we're going to take a look at.
I think what we do, if we take a look at the stats, we see some balanced scoring by the Buena Vista Beavers. We see O.J. Flake leading them with 7. We see Brian Schmalbach with 6. We also see Landon Roth with 6. And Net Dingler with 4. So it's pretty much been a balanced offensive scoring attack for BV.
Yeah, and on the coast side, they're led by Jesse Waterdorf, who came off the bench to spark them for 12 points. And Barry Smith has 7. A key stat, you look at turnovers, Buena Vista's got 12 turnovers, which is very uncharacteristic with 2 senior point guards.
And Co only has 3. So,
and they're the young team. They start 1 senior, so that's totally opposite of what I would have thought coming into the game.
Well, that's totally opposite of what you expect. I mean, Co coming on the road, young team, you'd think that they would have the most turnovers. So, if one thing that was probably said at halftime was make sure we keep control of the ball.
Buena Vista will start the same 5 they started the game with. And Buena Vista a little bit come out shaky tonight. They only led it 20-19 was their only lead of the game. Other than that, it's been all Co. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. But you're right, Brent. Buena Vista has been a second half team. Nice lob pass and working inside of Waterdorf. So Jesse Waterdorf has now got 14 points.
I don't think I've ever seen as many lobs in one game as I have seen tonight. That's a play that I thought had kind of maybe faded out in the last couple of years, but now tonight both teams trying to bring that back into.
Aaron Bloom knocks down a 19-footer, so Bloomer answers. Buena Vista down 39-33. Waterdorf now 7 for 10 from the game, so shooting a high percentage by getting those lob passes. Barry Smith, the jumper, no good. Rebounded. And we have a foul on the floor against Co. Offensive foul against the Co-Hawks.
Both teams coming out fired up right now. We see the score at 39-33. Co still with the 6-point edge.
Co not really pressing, which is surprising. If teams would have watched last night's tape in both games, I think they'd realize the way to beat Buena Vista is to press.
Nick losing the handle on the ball. That's too bad. Once again, being double teamed every time he gets the ball down there. Hopefully that they made a halftime for that, hopefully they made an adjustment for that at halftime.
Co up by 6, trying to add to the lead. Booty with the ball over to Barry Smith. Barry Smith guarded by Bloom, over to Booty. 14 to go on the shot clock. Nice skip pass inside to Mark Hickey. Wow, that's the way it's supposed to be done right there. Good luck.
Co's just been showing how great of a passing team they are so far in the first half and now here early in the second half. They just pass with all efficiency.
Coast whistled for the foul. It's going to be number 52, Eric Pavey. His second, team's first of the half. Aaron Bloom thinks about it, then pulls it back. Now over to Freilich, who led the team in scoring with 7 at the half. Freilich knifes inside for the shot. No good, can't get it to fall.
Pavey unable to get an offensive rebound, which would be real important. Nice job by Schmalbach, closing off the passing lane.
Buena Vista shot 46% in the first half. In the 3 previous games, not counting last night, Buena Vista had been shooting 58% in the second half and averaging like 58 points. So we'll see if that doesn't hold true here tonight. Waterdorf over to Hickey. Inside, back to Waterdorf, no good. Rebound, Dellinger.
Co once again being very patient on the offensive end, looking for a good inside shot.
Nick Dellinger pulls up for 3. Got it. Nick Dellinger from way outside. That was from area code range.
Nick not afraid to shoot from anywhere inside the gym.
Nick's now got 7 points. That's his second 3 of the game. Buena Vista tough man-to-man. And 16-footer by Hickey, no good. Rebounded Schmalbach. So he'll start the break from there. Over to Aaron Bloom, pulls up for 3, no good.
BV's gonna have to make sure they get back on defense.
Seamus Booty is a point guard.
Oh, they're gonna get Schmalbach on the push on that one.
Schmal called for the hand check.
Co once again, repeating the same thing they did in the second half, early and often substitutions.
They have 13 players averaging over 10 minutes a game.
That's a tough accomplishment for any team.
Schmalbach just about gets a steal. Cole will set up in their half-court offense. A very effective half-court offense, by the way.
Cole did a nice job.
They execute to perfection. Shot on the way and made by Callahan. Byron Callahan off the bench with 2. Freilich inside to Jamie Wilson. And pass just does get to Schmalbeck. Freilich down, blocked. Barry Smith blocked it. Schmalbeck for 3, no good. Rebounded by Coe. Booty.
Cole once again very patient on the offensive end.
Smith and now blocked by Bloomer. Cole will get it back. Up 43-36, 16:35 to go, second half. Nate Bjorken checking in for Brian Schmalbeck for substitution for BB in the second half. Cole will have 24 seconds to shoot. Andrew Heslinga now in with the ball, driving baseline, and knocked away by Bloom.
Nice job by Bloom cutting off the inside passing lane. Cole being able to get it inside at will. They've been able to throw it inside at will and have results like that.
Jesse Warderdorf working inside. Nice move. Getting the kiss off the glass. Cole up by 9, 45-36. So Cole with their biggest lead of the ball game right now. Aaron Bloom dishes to Wilson. Jamie Wilson knocking down the baseline shot.
Nice job by Bloom there, not being selfish and kicking out to Wilson with the easy 15-footer.
16 minutes to go in regulation. Buena Vista down by 7. Heslinga, don't know where he threw that one to. Smith recovers. Passes inside. Oh my goodness. That's a break there for Coe. Ball is tipped around. Byron Callahan came up with it, and he had the wide open layup. So things are going right for Coe. Nick Dellinger from way outside, no good. Coe up by 9. Barry Smith, nice pass. And
trying to get a little too fancy there was Coe.
That's only their 4th turnover of the evening, if I'm not mistaken. So they've done a good job up to that point. And checking in for Nick Dantlinger is Nick Winters. Also, O.J. Freilich will leave the ball game, replaced by Landon Roth. So it's Winters, Bloom, Roth, Wilson, and Nate Bjorken.
Got a score of 47-38 with 15:23 to go in the second half.
Landon Roth over to Jamie Wilson, top of the key. Coe now settles into a 2-3 zone with Warderdorf in the middle. He's been the man so far for Coe with 14 points off the bench.
BB being patient on the offensive end, looking inside, but nothing going. So Bloom takes it from the outside.
Bloom no good. Shot clock is running down. Rebound and controlled by Coe. The numbers are not there. They wisely slow it up.
In neither men's or women's game could BB rebound real well, so it's going to be an important factor in both games tonight.
Ball thrown away.
That'll be number
Stimmel.
That'll be their 5th turnover. So only having 3 turnovers in the whole first half, suddenly has 2 with 6 minutes into the second half.
Chance for Buena Vista to catch a break here. Cut into the 9-point Coe lead. 2 people collapsing in on Wilson every time he gets the ball down low. Nick Winters with a 15-footer. 47-40 Coe. 14:25 to go in regulation. Nick Winters, that's I believe his first bucket tonight. Rebounded by Landon Roth.
Some physical play on the inside.
Only 3 fouls so far, and we're 6 minutes into the second half, so refs letting him play. Aaron Bloom, 3-pointer, got it. Oh, they're gonna say he's on the line. So Aaron Bloom
pulls BB within 5.
Coe wants to talk it over, calls timeout. Buena Vista on a 4-0 run here to pull to within 5. Under 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Scott Heinley along with Brent Johnson. And we are at the Sieben Center on Valentine's Day.
Would you like to be a part of Innovation Video? There's no experience necessary, and there are many opportunities available. For more information on how to get involved in BBU's student-produced television station, stop by Logie and ask one of the many staff members on hand. Join the fun. Tonight, we'd like to sponsor Pizza Hut for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Pizza Hut would like to remind you to stop in or call for carryout before, during, or after tonight's game. Pizza Hut is located at 115 East Milwaukee Avenue, or call for carryout at 732-4051. Pizza Hut is making it great here in Storm Lake. Geez, it almost rhymes. Making it great in Storm Lake. Okay.
There's some kids enjoying the ball game, sitting on the far end.
Once again, we'd like to wish happy Valentine's, I guess, to everybody out there, and hopefully everybody's having a good evening.
And Parents Day as well here at Stevens Fieldhouse. All the parents players being introduced in between both games. Back to action. Buena Vista down by 5, 47-40. 13:50 to go, second half. Cole being very patient. Fisher's now checked in and traveling on number 52, Eric Pavey.
Another turnover for Cole. Another opportunity for BV to chop down this lead. It's right now it's cut to 5. See if we can bring it down to 3 or 2.
Nate Bjorken now checked in at the point guard as well. So we have Nolan Stride, Nick Winters, Brian Fisher, Nate Bjorken, and Landon Roth are the 5 in there for Buena Vista. Bjorken takes a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Fisher. Fisher gets clobbered. He'll be on the line shooting 2.
That's what we were talking about earlier, how BV needs to make sure that we can get the rebounds, get those second opportunities, and that time Brian Fisher, nice job with the rebound and put back up and to get fouled. That's only Coe's second team foul, and right now BV only has 1 team foul for the second half. So like we said before, refs are letting them play the second half.
Brian Fisher, the first one up, no good. And for the season, Brian Fisher shooting, we'll get his stats here on the line. Brian Fisher shooting 77% from the free throw line. Missed the first one. This could pull BV to within 4. No good, so Fisher misses both. And 4 turnovers in the last couple minutes for Coe. Buena Vista has went on a 4-point run, but that time they couldn't take advantage on that last turnover. Heslinger's checked back in for Coe. This is Stimmel. Over to Heslinger. Tough runner for Heslinger. Gets it to fall.
Seems like every time BV does something good, Coe turns around and answers with something just as good. So Coe playing a tough ball game here.
Yeah, Coach Brent Boss and his staff coming with an excellent game plan. So far, it's been a game of execution and knocking down shots. Bjorken, not tough baseline shot. Nate Bjorken heating up. He's got 4 points in the last couple minutes. But it's again been a game of execution. In the half-court set, Coe has been winning that game. Nice pass inside to number 42, Jesse Waterdorf.
That guy has to have 18 points by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he does have around 18 or 20 points to lead all scorers tonight. Good look inside to Fisher.
Wasn't quite ready for it, I don't think.
Brian Fisher just trying to spin and didn't have control of it, lost it. Oh, some pushing going on out there. Barry Smith for 3, in and out. That one looked good from here. Barry Smith couldn't knock it down. Buena Vista down by 7, 51-44. Under 12 minutes to go.
Some very physical play on the inside. I think things are starting to escalate a bit between these two teams.
Buena Vista just right now, they don't look aggressive in this game. They didn't look aggressive really last night either, and just being out-hustled, being...
Not the typical team that we usually see for the last 2 nights where they are run and gun, kind of team.
Tied with first place in the conference, 11-2 with Simpson. So every game from here on out is key if you want to win the conference championship, and of course, try to gain an at-large bid in the tournament. Jamie Wilson pulls up from 15, got it.
I think we're getting a foul here on Nick Winters.
Let's see if they count the basket or if they waive it. I think they're going to count the basket, but give the foul to Nick Winters. So 51-46.
Coe still being able to maintain that 5-point spread. BV can't break that spread anything below 5, so hopefully they can get a couple turnovers or some defensive stops.
Schmalbach and Nolan Stride applying some pressure here. Seamus Booty inside with the runner. Seamus Booty knocks down a tough shot. Getting inside, getting open, and finding a shot. And Co is up by 7, 53-46. O.J. Freilich, top of the key. You know he'd like to get a shot off. Here he is driving, but has to kick it out to Stride. Now back to Freilich. Nick Winters posting up inside.
Oh, Winters is pretty much open inside, wanting the ball. I think we're going to foul there.
Foul on Kuhn. Kuhn and Winters were having a serious battle inside for position that time. Nolan Stride checks out, and along with Landon Roth, replaced by Aaron Bloom and Jamie Wilson. Winters working one-on-one. Now throws it away. So the freshman throws it away, then commits a silly foul on the same end. Only the second team foul of the half for Buena Vista. That's the second personal on Winters.
Right now we got a score of 53-46 with 10:54 left to go in the second half.
Beavers normally a good second half team, not showing it so far tonight. Seamus Booty with the ball, guarded by Schmalbeck, skip pass into Waterdorf. He's been the man so far tonight for Co. Barry Smith's got it, 13 to shoot it. Cole's gonna have to set up quickly and get a shot off here. Booty guarded by Schmalbeck. Now this is Hickey for 3, no good. And gonna be a foul, an offensive foul called on Mark Mason Kuhn.
Nice position there. Jamie Wilson had good position, so it caused Co to foul there, and now BB will get the ball back.
And Beavers gonna have to make a run here, down by 8. Or 7. Ryan Schmalbeck at the point, over to Aaron Bloom. Bloom baseline shot, oh, block.
They're gonna call that one a jump ball. Possession's gonna stay with BB.
Mark Hickey about got the block.
I thought, maybe not. I think they're gonna call that one a foul.
It's a foul.
At first he had put up his hands as it was a jump ball, but
it's almost a great block by Hickey. But he did get a little bit of Bloomer's hand, so Bloom will be on the line. That's a 6-team foul. Excuse me, that's a 7-team foul on Co. So Buena Vista will be on the 1-on-1 from here on out, the 10-13 mark. Aaron Bloom hits the first free throw. An 83% shooter from the line this season.
Aaron Bloom, a senior this year, out of Albert City.
And Bloom drew the 4th personal foul on Mark Hickey. So Hickey
is going to be sitting down for a little while, probably until like the 5-minute mark in the second half.
2-2-1 full court pressure by Buena Vista here.
People trying to switch things up a little bit.
Trying to get it across, and they just barely do before a 10-second violation. And blocking foul on Dentlinger. Right now we're going to go downstairs to Kelly Miracle. She's got a floor report.
From my earlier conversation with Matt McNeil, the manager for the men's basketball team, I had thought that the team would be a little more fired up out there right now, and they are pretty active. The only problem is the Co-Hawks are very fired up. It seems the Beavers are getting out-scrapped at every turn. The game has gotten pretty physical, too. The refs are letting them play, but there have been a couple no calls and a couple iffy calls. I'm just hoping now that the Beaver defense can wear the Co-Hawks down. Back to you, Brent and Scott.
Okay, thanks, Kelly Miracle, for the floor report. And Kelly's been down there all night long doing a good job. Right now, Beavers down by 6. O.J. Freilich, 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Co.
BV unable to get in there and get a rebound.
And Smith again with the lob pass. And they've done that probably a half dozen times tonight. That was the first time they weren't successful. Buena Vista finally doing a good job of reading it.
Nice block there by Co against Detlinger. They said no foul.
So Co ahead with it with a 6-point lead, trying to build on that. We're 9-9 to go in regulation. Seamus Booty guarded by Schmalbeck. Andrew Heslinga in the game now.
Cole doing a nice job of just slowing things down here, looking for a good shot.
Smith just tosses it over and back out to Booty for three. No good. That would have been huge for Cole. And they call a foul against Cole. Number 45, Mason Kuhn, and he is down. Got an elbow to the head maybe from Dentlinger. That's on the rebound. That's his fourth personal foul on Kuhn, so not only was it a pivotal whistle and that it gives Dentlinger a 1-and-1, but it's Kuhn's fourth foul, so it's another big guy on the bench with 4 fouls for Coe.
We'll have to see what happens after this. Could be a big emotional turn for BV that could get him fired up, or it could go against their favor.
A lot of Coe fans have made the trip from Cedar Rapids to Storm Lake, and they're situated right behind the Coe bench. So Dentlinger on the line with the 1-and-1. Nick Dentlinger, a 65% free throw shooter on the season, drains the first one. So now it's a 5-point contest. Buena Vista only has 4 fouls, so they have 2 to give before Coe gets in the 1-and-1. Dentlinger knocks down both free throws. 54-50 Coe, 8:49 to go in regulation. And Coe has led it throughout. Buena Vista had one lead at 20-19. Other than that, it's been all Coe. So it would be a come-from-behind victory if Buena Vista is to pull this one out in the next 8.5 minutes. Coe's done an excellent job in their half-court set so far tonight. Shot on the way by Pavey, Eric Pavey. Shoots right over Jamie Wilson.
Once again, Coe's able to answer, and they put themselves back up by 6.
Dentlinger to Bloom. Aaron Bloom. O.J. Freilich. O.J. Freilich had 7 points in the first half. He's been quiet so far in the second half, trying to get off a shot there. No good. Coe controls it.
BV still can't get an offensive board.
And with each passing possession, you can kind of feel Coe gaining more confidence, Brent. So, I gotta say the ball was off of Barry Smith, number 20, and so Buena Vista will get it back. And right now, Coach Brent Bassey talking to the ref. Fans want a technical foul. He's not too happy.
I think he's still upset about that call that we saw earlier with Dentlinger.
56-50, 7:51 to go in regulation. Buena Vista's been down the entire game. O.J. Freilich, no good.
There you go, Wilson. Nice job of getting the board.
Sets it up for Dentlinger for 3. He's
no
knocked
foul.
down, but they don't call anything. Aaron Bloom, Nick Dentlinger, O.J. Freilich, Brian Schmalbeck in there right now for Buena Vista. And there's a foul. See who's going to go to the line for Coe. It's going to be number 35, Byron Callahan.
Right now, Coe is able to maintain that 56-50 lead. They've always been able to maintain that 5 to 6 point cushion. Make that 57-50.
Checking in for the Beavers, Nate Bjorken and Landon Roth. Coach Van Haften always likes to have either Roth or Freilich in the game at all times because they're the two best players that can break you down off the dribble on the team. So Roth replaces Freilich here in this situation as you see the score in the upper left-hand corner. Aaron Bloom, the leader, got it to fall.
Nice shot there by Bloom. We're going to see a timeout, I think, here by Coach Van Haften to talk to everybody and get regrouped and see if they can't make a run here with 7 minutes to go. The score 58-52. There's 7:12 to go in the second half. We see the fans starting to get a little bit pumped up.
Aaron Bloom talking to the players in the huddle saying, hey, let's make a run here. And Bloomer, it doesn't take him much time to get a shot off. Once he's open, he can pretty much hit it on the run. And that time hit about the 18-footer from the wing.
You got to look at tonight as, like you're talking about earlier, as a very important win. I mean, you got to look at it as far as conference, championship, possible. I mean, there's still a possibility of an at-large bid. It's going to be tough. I mean, we said before that they're probably going to have to win the rest of their games. They did go to Simpson and lose, but, I mean, to lose tonight would be really tragic for their season.
And Coe, meanwhile, came in tonight, 7-11 overall, and 6-7 in the conference. So they have a chance to go 500 in the conference and possibly finish in the top half of the conference, which would be a big, that'd be a big accomplishment.
That'd be a big boost to their basketball program. Once again, we're talking about how Co and Cornell are entering this season for the first time. It's the first time that BV's, seeing both these teams. They have to play them home and away, and so that'd be a big boost for Co to finish in the top 500 in the conference.
Coach Van Hatten sticks with the same 5 out there, I believe, and we have a 2-2-1 pressure by Buena Vista.
BV better make sure they got back. Co is sending a person down the floor.
Callahan could have had the shot.
He could have had the shot, but he decided not to take it. I'm sure that's what they said in the timeout, to make sure they were real patient before they take a shot. Probably below 10 seconds before he wants anybody to take a shot.
Number 52, no good. Pavey, no good on the shot. Offensive board. Stimmel passed up to 3 there. So Co trying to be very patient with a 6-point lead, 58-52. Under 7 minutes to go. They're trying to get the good shots. Very smart team, even though they only start 1 senior. Hesling, a tough turnaround jump shot.
Tough shot coming across the lane, turning around, getting his balance and putting it in.
6-foot freshman out of Oskaloosa hitting a clutch shot. Puts Co up by 8. 60-52. Aaron Bloom for 3. Got it.
Nice job there by Bloom.
Aaron Bloom scored the last 5 points for Buena Vista. They pulled it within 5 here. We'll see if the defensive intensity doesn't pick up. So far, the crowd hasn't really been it. Heslinger hits that 3-point shot. Andrew Heslinger at the top of the show, we said he's a 40-point 3-point shooter. That's only his second of the game, but that comes at a great time. He's got the last 5 points.
Every time BV can do something, that Co answers right back. Nice pass by Bloom.
Nick Dentlinger wide open for 3. No,
he's a little short. Wilson unable to get the rebound on that one.
Dentlinger's going to have to knock some of those down if we're going to make a comeback here. Down by 8, 5:32 to go. And right now, this is looking like it's going to be a tough one for Buena Vista to win. With these possession. And see, Buena Vista ball here, I believe.
It's going to be BV's ball. They're going to get it right about half court. You see Nick Winters coming in for Jamie Wilson. Right now we have a score of 63-55. There's 5:22 remaining in the second half. BV, if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it real soon because, like we said, time's wasting away.
Nick Winters replaced Nick Dentlinger instead of Wilson. Winters with it right there. Over to Landon Roth, who takes the 3-pointer. No good, long. Rebounded by Co. Co with an 8-point lead, now approaching the 5-minute mark in the game. Tough shot inside by Waterdorf, no good. He finally missed one.
Good defense here by Winters, holding his ground.
Nate Bjorken on the near baseline, now driving. Can't go anywhere with it, kicks it back out to Wilson. 20 seconds to shoot it. Buena Vista down by 8. Aaron Bloom drives, gets off his shot, and good. So Aaron Bloom has got the last 7 for Buena Vista.
Bloom's stepping up here, being a senior this year, trying to take a leadership position and showing how he can shoot the ball from just about anywhere on the court.
Hasling got 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. .420 to go. Buena Vista down by 6.
Bloom looking to want the ball.
Aaron Bloom has been the man in the last minute or two. He got the last 7 points. Here he is for 3.
Oh, going to be off on that one.
Time wasn't really set, and you can see that was way off. 4 minutes to go. Co wants to talk it over. Timeout, Co-Hawks. 4:01 to go. Buena Vista down 63-57. And we didn't expect this at all coming into the game. Co 6-7 in the conference. Buena Vista coming off a real tough loss last night at Simpson, and we have not responded well at all, not really being aggressive. They've been out-executed in the half-court set by Co. And give credit to the Co. They've come in here with a great game plan, and they've done everything they needed to do.
Well, like we said, we were kind of a little bit worried about how the team would respond. We said with the women's team, we were kind of wondering how they respond after the loss last night. Now we're kind of seeing how the men are responding. But you have to give some credit to Co here. Every time that BV kind of makes a little charge, they answer right back. If it's hitting a 3, and then Co hit a 3, it's a quick 2 points. Co does the same thing. So right now we have 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes. We have 4:01 left. BV's going to have to do something. They have to turn it up defensively. They have to start getting some rebounds on the inside position, get some second shots, and hopefully everything will fall in their favor.
All right, we'll give a quick game reset here. Buena Vista is in the bonus, and Co has 2 more fouls. Buena Vista has 2 more fouls to give for Co to be in the bonus, so that's the way it stands. Possession now pointing toward BV. Right now, Co with the ball, though, up by 6. Heslinger with it, guarded by Roth. Cross to Heslinger, he'll fire the 3. No good. Heslinger misses. Rebounded by Jamie Wilson, who's done a nice job on the boards tonight.
Right there we see one of those keys we're talking about, making sure they get some rebounds.
O.J. Freilich checks back in. So Freilich and Roth in at the same time. That time they tried the lob play. Didn't work. Nice job of Cole breaking it up.
BV is going to have to be patient on the offensive end, make sure they get a good shot, but they can't be too patient because right now time is working against them.
And Aaron Bloom checking right back in. He's at the scorer's table right now. They're going to need him in the final 3. Cole trying to run some clock now. Danlinger also at the scorer's table, ready to check in at the next break. Heslinger driving, stolen away by Freilich. And Bjorken ahead with it. Buena Vista desperately needs a basket here. Huge possession. Jamie Wilson driving. Driving left, gets the basket in the foul.
That's exactly what BV needed right there. They needed Wilson to drive it in, take it and get the foul, and possible 3-point play. They could pull within 3 if Wilson makes this free throw.
Jamie Wilson did a great job driving left-handed, and Cole didn't step in front of him, took it right to the rack, and gets the foul. So, again, they can pull to within 3 if they make it here, as Bloom and Dentlinger check back in. On the line for the season, Jamie Wilson shooting 65%.
Cole's trying to come in here, play a real conservative game. Don't try to get too excited about anything. Stay pretty level, but, you know, if this kind of keeps up, it's going to hurt them here down at the end. They're not being real aggressive right now on the offensive end. They've kind of seen their point production stop.
Full court pressure by Buena Vista. Cole gets it in bounds, almost threw it away right there.
63-60 with 2:42 remaining in the second half.
Drive, nice drive, taking it right to the rack is Sean Stimmo. Not afraid, and Co is up by 5, playing with a lot of confidence. 2:30 to go. Nate Bjorken into Dentlinger. Over to Aaron Bloom for 3. This is huge. No good. Rebounded by Smith.
That would have been a huge basket that would have pulled him within 2.
Coach Bracy telling his team to work down some shot clock and get off a good shot here. Co fans wanted to foul on the other side. So far, the Co fans have been more into it than the Buena Vista fans. Of course, they've had more to cheer about. 2 minutes to go in this one. Co up by 5. Heslinger driving, 14-footer. Good! Heslinger got it to drop, and he's been the man down the stretch. The clutch player, the freshman from Oskaloosa, has scored 7 points here in the last 3 minutes. Coach Van Hampton calls timeout, wants to talk to his team, down by 7, and 1:47 to go. That was a huge shot.
That was a huge shot for a freshman coming down. The time running down on the shot clock, he puts it up, makes it 2. Like we said, each time Cole is able to answer when BV makes a little run. We were within 3, now it's back up to 7 again. So Cole doing a nice job of keeping their composure and always firing you right back.
Andrew Heslinger, who's averaging over 14 point leading scorer in the season for the Cohawks, has knocked down some serious big-time shots, and give him some props because he has come to play tonight in the second half. So we'll set the lineups for you. For Buena Vista, it's Jamie Wilson, O.J. Freilich, Aaron Bloom, Nate Bjorken, and Nick Dentlinger. And Cole's got Sean Booty, Barry Smith, Eric Pavey, Jesse Wardendorf, and Andrew Heslinger out there. Nick Dentlinger working inside, immediately double teams, got to kick it back out. Aaron Bloom for 3. No good. And we have a loose ball foul against.
It's going to be against Co, I think.
Against Co, you're right.
It's going to put Dentlinger on the line with 1:32 to go, 67-60. Advantage Co.
That's a key right here to Buena Vista to get these 2 free throws down. Nick Dentlinger, 66% free throw shooter on the season. He knocked down a couple of free throws a few minutes ago. And misses the first. Dentlinger misses the front end. And Landon Roth and Brian Schmalbeck replace O.J. Freilich and Nate Bjorken. Dentlinger trying to pull the Beavers to within 6 here. And he does. 67-61, 1:32 to go. Full court pressure by the Beavers. Batted away by Dentlinger, but controlled by Smith. Almost a turnover that time for Coe. And pass inside, wide open is Wardrobe for the layup. That was huge.
That was a big basket right there. That could be the one that...
Coe up 69-61. Dentlinger inside, getting off the shot, and he is fouled. Coe fans not liking that foul. A lot of them are here right now making more noise than Buena Vista fans. But Dentlinger is right back at the line where he missed the front end of the 1-and-1 on the last trip. So he'll be shooting 2 again right now.
Right now, these are turning. All these free throw opportunities are very, very important. We need to get these to go because it's, the clock's not running. It's a free opportunity not being guarded, so that pulls it within 7. If he makes the next one, we'll be down to 6.
1:11 to go. Buena Vista facing a deficit all game long. They've had 1 lead the entire game. Trying to pull this one out here. Salvage 1 game on the weekend.
That's a good thing he made that one because now they can set up their full court defense.
Good point. So Buena Vista, and they foul. So Aaron Bloom commits a foul. It's going to put Eric Pavey on the line.
That's actually not going to put anybody in line. They're going to have to.
Okay, you're right, because that's only the 5th team foul on Buena Vista, so Buena Vista still has 1 to give.
Right now we have score of 69-63 with 1:10 to remain in the second half.
Again, 2-2-1 pressure by Buena Vista. Coe gets it in. Heslinger's got it. He's been the man in the last down the stretch for Coe. Over to Stimmy.
BV needs to foul here.
And they do. Brian Schmalbeck fouls Heslinger. And actually a smart foul by Buena Vista. Heslinger only a 55% free throw shooter.
But he's been shooting everything else lights out tonight.
And he's been Mr. Clutch down the stretch. So this will just be a 1-and-1 right now for Heslinger, which makes it more difficult than if it was a 2-shot foul. Coe up 69-63. Heslinger hits the first, trying to put Coe up by 8 right now. And he got it to fall. So Coe's got the friendly rim tonight, and they're up 71-63 with 55 seconds to go in this one. Huge possession here for BV. They need a basket. Aaron Bloom now takes a 3-er. No good. Rebounded by Heslinger. And fouled by Jamie Wilson. So Heslinger go right back to the line
again. BV just unable to hit anything here in the second half, and Coe seems to be getting all the breaks. This just shows how tough the Iowa Conference is. I mean, day in and day out, you guys be able to play to the best of your ability. And you never know who's going to come in or where you're going to play and who's going to show up.
You got to come to play every night. Coe only 6-7 in the conference. And Heslinger once again hits the shot. So he's hit his last 3. Coe up by 9. Trying to steal one on the road. This team's only won 1 conference road game this year, so trying to get their second right now.
Puts them up by 10, 73-63 with 42 seconds remaining.
You got to have a tray right here. You got to have a 3-point shot. But Schmalbeck pulls up for 2, misses a tough shot. And I don't understand that shot right there for Schmalbeck. He's trying to get a quick 2, but that was a tough one. Buena Vista looks like it will drop its second game of the weekend. A weekend in which they came in on top of the conference. They could control their own destiny. And right now, as we stand at first place tie for Simpson. But depending on what Simpson does tonight, they could be 1 game down. Coe calls timeout, or maybe There's a timeout on the floor anyhow, so 11-point lead for Co, 36 seconds to go. And this one looks to be well in the hand of the Co-Hawks.
Co calling a timeout here, just make sure that they have everything they want to set up. Probably no fouls. Play real loose, let BB shoot, and then try to get the ball to their best free throw shooter as soon as they inbound the ball again if BB would happen to score. So once again, Co being very patient and not trying to do anything too flamboyant or too wild.
This would be Buena Vista's first conference loss on this floor in over a year and a half. The last time Buena Vista lost on this floor in the conference was back in 1996, 2 years ago when Coach Ed Tim was the coaching. Last year, Buena Vista won 11 straight, and they finally lost a non-conference game against Northwestern earlier in the year, but this would be their first conference loss on this floor in over a year and a half. So this is a huge victory by Co. Free throw good, giving them a 12-point lead. 36 seconds to go. Buena Vista needs a quick shot here and then another foul. Nick Dantlinger puts one up, way off.
Down to 25 seconds.
And they call a foul on Dentlinger, which puts Seamus Booty on the line. Co fans celebrating on the other side, and rightfully so. This is a huge victory for them. Came in with a great game plan, executed very well in the half-court set, and showed no signs of the inexperience of starting two freshmen, just one senior starter in this entire club. And Booty gets the shot to fall. That's the kind of night it's been.
Co up now by 14, 77-63.
14-point lead. Dentlinger with the three. No good. Way off. Heslinger with the board. Co can pretty much run this one out if they want to. We'll see if Buena Vista tries to foul him. 7 seconds to go. Buena Vista's going to let the clock run out. And Co has come in here and stunned Buena Vista. Final score 77-63. A 14-point win for Co. Wow, we'll be back to talk about this one. Wrap it up. We'll try to talk to Coach Van Haften. Right now, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
Should I try to go talk to Haften? Or go find him? Or do I need to stay up here and talk with you?
She has to do it. I think she does it.
Who does?
Brain aneurysm.
Okay.
She was 29 years old. There was no warning. Organ donation was a very painful decision to make on my own. I wish we'd talked about it because I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. We didn't have that discussion because we thought we were young. We thought we had a lot of time, but we didn't.
Only you
can prevent forest fires.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
The final score tonight, 73-65. and Buena Vista comes out on the losing end, and Cole came in here and really stunned the Beavers. Buena Vista loses 2 games this weekend. On last night to Simpson, Cole came in here today and executed perfectly on the half-court set. They did everything they had to do, and Buena Vista really didn't come out. They didn't play aggressive like we said at the top of the show, Brent. They had to come out and do that, and they didn't. And I guess we have to give a player of the game. Aaron Bloom really tried to spark the club down the stretch. He scored 7 points in a row at one point. So let's give Aaron Bloom the Pizza Hut player of the game.
Bloom did a nice job trying to bring him back there at the end. You know, he had a couple great baskets, some three-pointers, some quick twos, and so he was really trying to spark the team, but it just wasn't quite enough.
Okay, and then for the Pizza Hut off-the-bench contributor tonight, we're going to give it to Landon Roth, the sophomore.
He did a nice job. Landon came in, had some great rebounds in the first half, did a nice job. Always a force on the inside, and like we said before, always trying to create some interesting shots. So nice job by Landon coming off the bench and giving the team a boost. Yeah, I think what we saw tonight was maybe from what happened last night. I know I hate to dwell upon it, but I think last night maybe took the wind out of their sails. You know, they went down there. That was a big game. I mean, you go down and play Simpson, and you come after that, you come here, and it's kind of hard maybe to get pumped up for a team that was maybe more on the bottom of the division. But we have to give all the credit to Cole. They came in. This was their game tonight. They were ready to play, and they showed up. Never once showed any sort of freshmanitis or not being an experienced team. And so they came in. They did a nice job and really showed that maybe they're also going to be a threat in the next couple of years, being a young team.
Cole moves to 7-7 in the conference. Buena Vista has now lost.
That would have been 4, because I think they're 13-12. 13-2. Excuse me. 13-2.
This is the third loss in the conference.
Oh, so the third loss. So
lost to Wartburg, Simpson, and Co tonight. So half a game behind Simpson right now, depending on what Simpson did. So they could be a full game behind Simpson if Simpson did win tonight in their game. Let's take a look at the game highlights here. All right, everybody, that was a look at the game highlights. He's on the losing end tonight. And Brent Johnson is down on the floor. He's got Coach Van Haften with him. Coach, I'm sure he's got a lot on his mind, so let's go downstairs to Brent Johnson and Coach Brian Van Haften.
Hello, I'm standing here with Coach Van Haften. And Coach, maybe you'd like to say a few comments about maybe tonight's game and last night's game and kind of what your expectations were coming in the weekend and now kind of like where you feel like you stand in the conference.
Well, obviously we're one game back right now. We started up one game up, and we didn't play very well tonight. We didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't play good defense. Just about all the aspects of basketball tonight was not very good. But that's going to happen. I think Cole had a lot to do with that. I thought they played extremely well defensively. They shot the ball well, and they deserved to win tonight.
Do you think there was any aspects from last night's game that kind of maybe affected tonight's game? Maybe the disappointing loss to Simpson.
I suppose. We wanted to, we put our heart and soul into that game quite a bit, and, I think it's natural to have a letdown, and I guess that's probably what happened here tonight.
Well, now these 2 games are past. Tell us about the 2 games that you have coming up.
We play at home against Dubuque on Friday, and we play at Luther on Saturday, and so we're going to have to be ready to go to get ourselves, a couple wins next week.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Van Haften. We'll toss it back up to Scott.
Okay, thanks a lot, Brent. Talking to a very disappointed Coach Van Haften. as you see the final, Buena Vista loses at 76-63, and I think, as Coach Van Haften said, after an emotional game last night at Simpson, the Buena Vista players weren't really looking ahead of this game. Their heads weren't really in it, and it just shows up on the scoreboard tonight. Co wins at 76-63, and that about wraps things up for tonight's broadcast. So for our entire Innovation Video sports crew, and for Kelly Merica, who did the field reporting, Brent Johnson, my color commentator, I'm Scott Heinley saying good night and have a happy Valentine's evening.
And so the Beavers go down with a 10-point loss, 86-76, our final score. Leading scorer is Kevin Larson for the Beavers.
And Suma just said Buena Vista wrestlers are taking 7 people to the Nationals.
So congratulations to the Buena Vista wrestling team. Our final score, Simpson 86, Buena Vista 76.
We were led by Larson with 15 points, along with Donnie Walls also had 15.
And we thank Honeykiss Pizza for sponsoring Innovation Video basketball game with the Beavers.
Yes, we do thank them.
And we remind you that the next telecast for the Buena Vista basketball team and Innovation Video will be February 23rd when Wartburg comes in to visit the Buena Vista Beavers.
Wartburg's on top of the conference right now.
And that'll wrap things up here at Siebens Fieldhouse. Once again, remind you the final score, Simpson 86, Buena Vista 76. Goodbye from Jared O'Kander and Dan Zahn.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a night.